So we're going to step back into the room together of sinking down into your being. That's what we're doing. Practice sessions. It's about practicing. And also just having the space, the shared space as a container to lessen distraction and to take that backward step into yourself as they do in Zen, right? You take this backward step and you settle into yourself, into your being, into your spine, into your seat, your feet on the ground, feet on the floor. Occupying yourself, that's the first step always. Is withdraw from the attention going outward into the world and step into occupying your body consciously. Your body is your home, whether you're pleased with it or not, whether it's quiet enough or not, your body is the closest to home you have in terms of being here. It houses you. It houses spirit. And then we come to see over time that the body is actually spirit in form, not to be dismissed or avoided. And then the breath is our next closest home because it's always here as long as we're alive, flowing in and out. And with the out breath, we always have an opportunity to release. Release whatever's being held on to that doesn't need to be here, which is often the case. Stuff that we're holding on to, tightness even in the body, places that we're resisting. And the out breath allows for it to flow out, to return back to the unborn, where it came from. Breathing in here, breathing in that into your body, blessing it, helping make it everything more conscious with the in-breath. And breathing out, releasing back into the unborn. No need to hold on. There's a sweet little way to view this that I've shared before, and that is you breathe in and you're here, so you're bringing in presence and making things conscious. Life force energy breathing and touching all of you here, and breathing out, not here. Not here meaning let it all go. Here and not here, always accompanying you. Form, here, not here, formlessness. Here, not here. Two sides of one coin. And this is just to be able to start settling and reminding you that you're made of spirit and form. The body is the form. Breath is form. Thoughts are form. Here, conditioning is form, everything, and then not here. Formlessness, going back to true nature. And I said that I would walk us through this time meditation using a gentle mantra. So we're going to use the gentle mantra Soham, beautiful Sanskrit seed mantra. I am here, I'm that. Very gentle, very simple. And the way that you use it is when you're breathing in, you say to yourself, so, and then out, and draw out the M, breathing in. So, at your own pace, the breath in, so, and the out breath should be longer than the in breath. And allow it to take you down deep inside. So, continue on, breathing in. So, and what you're doing is the mantra is helping you to descend deeper into your being, where you get quieter and quieter, like an anchor being dropped down from a boat into the bottom of the ocean. It keeps going down with the mantra. You're deepening into yourself. So, and the mantra is to help you stay focused. And if the mantra quiets down and you find yourself going into stillness, you can allow the mantra to fade. And if the mind starts to get active again and move, you just gently bring yourself back to the mantra. So, it's a focusing tool. It's to help you go down and descend and let go. And if you can stretch out the moments of letting go, all the better. So it got stretched out to where you are just resting in your being. And then if you start to think again or get disturbed, the ripple on the top of the pond. So, and then openness opens up again. Space is there. It's there as long as it's there. If there's any kind of little disturbance, so, It's there for you when you need it. Otherwise, rest as much as you can. The simplicity of simply resting. And it might have a felt sense to it, or it might not. It might be abstract. But you know that it's there because it's simple and undisturbed. So you just return to it whenever you can, if it gets disturbed through your Soham, and allow it to stretch out. So you get more and more comfortable and used to being, just resting and being. So nothing else to do. Rest in being, or bring in the Soham. That's all there is to do. Allow yourself to quiet down even more. And if you're needing to repeat Soham over and over with little spaces in between, that's fine. If the spaces are nice and stretched out, that's fine. And allow the Soham to get quieter inside if that's still happening, so that it's very soft, very quiet. So and then the hum just stretches out into infinity. So Soham contains the silence within it. Maybe some bliss comes forward. Maybe not. Maybe it's just still and empty. Maybe there's still a trying. That's okay with the Soham. Maybe not. Either way, the power of silence is contained within it all. So being internally oriented, allowing the power of the mantra to have an effect. Very ancient, ancient mantra. Quieting you down. Be still and know that I am that. And if anything surfaces, any kind of sensations or feelings, they're allowed to be. And you just return gently to your Soham. There's nothing being pushed away. So silence is allowing for everything to be, and everything is settling in the silence. So and everything taking place in your body, in your mind, in your psyche, all settling, relaxing into being, allowing being to move forward and present itself, have its time in the sun. So does anything really disturb the being that you are? Even if something surfaces, does being go anywhere? Being is the sun, so bright, so effulgent, always shining, always here, non-insistent, but it loves to be recognized. And if a little cloud of disturbance comes and you need a little support, you have your Soham. Otherwise, you can just let the cloud pass by. Being is undisturbed. But if it gets covered over in any way, so your little entryway back to presence, back to stillness. Your magic carpet. Your anchor. And if you get a little bit bored, let yourself be a little bored or unsure how to proceed, because sometimes resting in your being, the distraction will want to come just to out of being conditioned to avoid, and then bring in your Soham. So your grounding tool. Soham is your servant to help you rest in stillness. Helping you rest there when you need it. Otherwise, the breath comes and goes, and it's relaxing ever more because the body and mind and breath love being nourished by presence. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to reboot your whole being, your whole physical being. And it's okay if it gets stronger and then a little less obvious and then comes more forward. Or perhaps it's constant. It's not it that's coming and going. It's one's attention, ability to abide in a one-pointed way, rest as that, which is coming and going. So you're just learning. You be gentle with yourself. Learning how to stay in a present kind of way. So, and Soham can also co-arise. You'll see it already has presence within it. So when you use it, it's already very deeply relaxing and even maybe blissful because it's suffused with being Soham. It doesn't just help you stabilize, but it also is full of presence and ananda. And I want you to really pay attention and get a sense of what it feels like to be resting in this way. Feel it in your cells. Feel it in your body. The felt sense of presence. See if you can notice what it feels like in your body. So you really have a taste. If that is a bit disturbing to being stabilized, then bring in the Soham. It's just in order to really recognize what it's like to taste and rest as presence. Recognize it with your sensing body so it becomes imprinted. Let it fill up your whole body, your cells, your fingers, your feet, your face, in your breath, in your eyeballs, the taste in your mouth, the sensation of being, of presence, of spirit as it enlivens the body. You're meant to know it, not meant to feel it and taste it and know what it's like. Soham. So Om is singing itself. The part is Om. Om in the body has a felt resonance. Om, presence, singing itself in your being, enlivening the body, enlivening the consciousness, enlivening unconditional mind, conditional mind, unconditional heart, conditional heart. And then take a little vacation again back into just pure presence, pure being, still without any movement. Not needing to do anything or notice anything, just rest. See how it is when it's not modified, it's just simply what it is. The stream of presence living within you. Nothing to do, nowhere to be but here. One pointed focus, because it's in love with itself. So slowly, without leaving this focus, there's nowhere to go. When you slowly come back to this shared space, I'd like for you to remind your body that it is the container and it is also that which is able to hold and live in a felt sense. Being, your being, the resting, the stillness, the presence. That it's one with it. It has its emptiness aspect without content. And then it has its fullness aspect and it fills up the body and the mind with presence. So when you return back to sharing space here, and if you want to, you can slowly, gently open your eyes. Just feel the aliveness of presence being right here, not having gone anywhere. And you can even still be bringing in your Soham if you want. It's always there for you. It can accompany you in your day. No one has to even know. You're breathing in So and breathing out Hum. You can look it up later if you want to see what its deeper meanings. If that's important to you to know what seed mantra you're bringing in. It's very simple, very just touching on your God essence. So remember to stay within yourself here. This is your practice session. It means you practice. You practice as that, being that here. See where it is that you move away from it, where being engaged again in some way, seeing, hearing, senses, how it can want to bring you back into some kind of idea of yourself, of life. But that's not what we're doing here. You're practicing even with your eyes open if you want. You're practicing resting here and here. Because the goal is to rest as presence while being involved with life, in life.